Johnny, so we're here today at this bridal suite over at Trinity Oaks. Why don't you take a little bit and tell us what you did here?
Okay, yeah, so Scott approached me with an idea that he wanted to do a bridal suite here. I was like, that'd be awesome. And he laid out the whole foundation of his vision.
Well, there's an aesthetic to Matthew's Hope, too.
There is. A lot
of people I think take that for granted, but there is an aesthetic.
Scott has a look. He loves the dark walnut's a huge stain that he loves. Old barnwood, anything kind of the early Victorian, late 1800s, early 1900s, that kind of style of building. Yeah, so over in this wall, we had a block wall. So we actually had to first strip that wall out with 16 on center 1x2s, fastened with Tapcons and some ram sets. The blocks hold, so it was, but it was a great bite on it. And then over top of that, we did 1/2-inch plywood. And then if you look closely, a good little tip is to always, anytime you're doing barnwood, you're gonna have knot holes. So always paint that wood black.
Yeah.
Or something that's going to kind of really hide. So all that plywood that's up there is painted black, so that when we put the gaps, barnwood,
and the gaps in the barnwood, you can see it right there. A couple of those knot holes where you can
this
see
way it doesn't show up. So.
And then the ceiling finish. You know, I could see a little bit of popcorn peeking through, but clearly we've gone a totally different route here.
Yeah, so popcorn, I don't personally like popcorn, and I didn't want to see it at all. So what we did, I was completely covered as much as possible with this drapery here, which is all up there. It's held up with EMT, which is, typically it's electrical EMT, but it worked out great for suspending this.
Well, and it's got those nice brass fittings too, so definitely some nice touches. Real good soft finish, and definitely a lot messier than skim coating the entire ceiling.
Yes, we didn't want to scrape down the popcorn and redo all that. And then this trim here is actually running all the way down the center. That's actually a chase cover for our fire alarm system. So in the center, we have a medallion up there that's literally just there to beautify.
Oh, it's hiding in plain sight.
Yep, hiding in plain sight. So, and then we trimmed that out, add a little bit of soft elements with the white on it to kind of bring that into the bridal suite. Whites are always great in there. So over here, Scott found these. He sent me a text and said, hey, look at these doors. And he found them at a thrift shop, antique shop. He goes, these are old prison doors. I was like, oh, that's awesome. He goes, what else do you think we can use? And he goes, what about this? And he sent me pictures of the bed frame. So immediately I designed it in my head. All right, this might work. And then here, well, this is kind of the end result of, putting it together.
Beautiful. Right from the heart, man. It's definitely, it shows.